Good morning, fellow Africans. It's your brother here, Paul P. Daniel. Paul Joey across all social networks. I would like to take this opportunity and address a few things that is really a ticking bomb. If we don't take care of it, it will take care of us, not only now but indefinitely. If ever we want Africa to change, if ever we want Africa to be the best, if ever we want the sleeping jay to wake up, then what I'm about to say needs to be applied ASAP. And it's not going to be an individual doing it. We need to do it collectively. We got 54 states. We can subdivide among ourselves. Each do certain things, but then at the end of the day, we bring all the conclusion together. And then we're not only going to talk, but apply that which we have talked about as a matter of agency. Before I delve into it, remember the words of Kwame Nkrumah and the words of Julius Nyerere. They were all on the same page, but differed on the way of handling it or doing it. Kwame Nkrumah wanted it done immediately, but on the other hand, Julius Nyerere wanted it done it gradually. So where do we find ourselves now? Kwame was right, Nyerere was also right, but gradually did not work. The result is what Africa is, as we see it, as we live it, as we experience it. So, history, very important. Let's learn from history or from the past and not make the same mistakes over and over and over again. First and foremost, everything or most of the thing that we're using here in Africa is westernized. So in order for us to be genuine, to be to be genuine, we need to start using our own things or implementing our own things or implementing our own methods. This is Africa. We need to do it the Africa way, not the Western way. All right, let's get into details. The education to start with. This education was never meant to benefit us. It was to belittle us, to undermine us, and the rest. So we need to get, or we need to restart, or redo, or start our own educational system. Education system which is African, not the current one that we're using. This is Western. And even below, that's number one. Get the education system, the African system. Secondly, we're using, most especially in South Africa, we're using the Dutch Roman common law. And across the continent, we're using different, depending on who colonized you. We're using the Western laws, if you can put it that way. So we need to get rid of the Western laws and implement the African laws. Before the Western came to Africa, we had our own ways of doing things, of handling things. So we need to get back to that. So one is get the African education system. Secondly, use the African law, the African way. Then third, the mindset. We need to get the African mindset. Get rid of this colonial which has been on our mind for a very long time and start implementing the African mindset. Fourth, we had our own way of trading. We traded with almost everybody, and we did know how to use our minerals. We've got history of that. So if we dig back or dig deeper, we'll find how our ancestors used it. We can carry on where they left off. So trading, we need to do our own trading in our own ways, our own methods. And then lastly, once everything else has worked or is working for Africans, then we'll be on the upper hand of interacting, exchanging, and the likes with the rest because we're not an island. But before that, we need to concentrate on Africa and we need to build Africa. I thank you.